Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just wanna let y'all know
I'm your pusher.
the world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
The minute pitch, man. Who is Valdez Henry II?
Valdez Henry II, most people know me as Valdez the Barber, is simply obsessed with what he does. He's obsessed with progression, he's obsessed with success, and he's obsessed with inspiring others and being an example, a positive example to younger people and older people all over. He's a high school dropout who was blessed enough to find his niche, and he takes advantage of the platform that he's given, using his talent and his skills with others and just people in general. So that's me, man.
So when you hear people constantly say, "Man, you're so young. Man, you're so young. Man, you're so mature to be so young." Do you feel as if, because there can be two ways to view a 22-year-old, barber rock star. Do you view it as, man, I feel like everybody can do this, or is there a level of identifying or kind of awareness of how special your career path has been and where you're going?
I feel most of all it's a mindset. You have to figure out what you want out of life, and once you figure out what you want out of life, then the mindset becomes easy. It's just, I don't force it. That it's who I am. Once I figure out where I want to go and how I'm gonna get there, this is the way I am. This is the way I have to be. I don't have to force it. And I feel like if anybody, no matter what age, if you're serious about that mindset and you're serious about where you're trying to get, then acting, not even just acting how I act, but just acting how you have to act to get where you gotta go, it comes natural.
So currently in your business, you're not only a premier barber, but I've had an opportunity, man. I feel an honor, man, to just listen to your dreams of what you're planning, what you've already accomplished. Give the membership, give the people that are listening, man, an idea of, the 2018, I will say millennial, man, but just young gun, leader of the new school kind of approach to this barber game. Because what I feel from yourself, folk like Ishmael the barber, is, we're not really waiting or asking permission. We are willing to put in the time, sacrifice traditional 22-year-old things, wasting time, drinking, smoking, partying. We're ready to build businesses now and cruise into our 30s, man, with established 10-year-old businesses. So give that lion mentality of what you're doing now, what you're planning as we approach 2018.
2018 will be the best, most profitable, most inspiring year of not only my career, but a lot of other people that I have under me, a lot of other people that I inspire. Basically, what we've been doing this past 3 years. And when I say we, I mean me and everybody that's ever helped me get to where I am today. So if I've ever cut your hair, if you've ever told anybody about me, you didn't even have to get a haircut by me. If you ever told somebody about me, if you ever did anything, the smallest thing to help me get to where I am today, I say we, because it's not just myself.
Yes, sir.
So this will be the most profitable year for us. I feel like the last 3 years I've been a professional barber, I've just been building my own door. A lot of young barbers, they take time and they wait for these OGs in the game, these upper echelon barbers to pull them up instead of making a way for themselves. We're in an industry where you don't have to wait. You don't have to depend on anybody else. And once I learned that and got that through my head that I don't have to depend on anybody else, that's when I started building my own door. In 2018, we're gonna kick it in.
So if I'm a young hairstylist, if I'm a young makeup artist, if I'm a young artist as a whole, certainly a young barber, and I say young, not necessarily in age, but if I'm entering the industry now on the heels of the explosion of social media, the wide open door of personal branding, the reach in what you can do, the access to any and everybody that you want, give me just three must-haves in your game, as far as if you really want that, elite top level 6-figure and above success. What are 3 must-haves as you're building a personal brand or a salon brand?
Well, we're in 2017, so the 3 top things to me is how you deal with people.
Okay.
You have to be a people person. Social media. You have to.
It's not an option.
It's not an option at this point. It's not an option. Anybody who doesn't use it will be left behind. Anybody who does use it will pass up everybody who doesn't use it faster than they can ever imagine.
What do you say, Valdez, to the person that says, I'm old school, man. I don't really deal with that social media thing. That's for kids, man. I like dealing with people. What do you say to that? Because that's a common thought process of folk that may be, a certain age or come from a certain time when they believe that this is a fad, like this isn't the new norm.
When I hear that, I hear it all the time, man, and I just smile, because if you're old school, you're just gonna make old school money. I mean, you living like gas is still $1, and that's the type of money you're gonna make. And if that's what they want to do, I used to try to convince, because I was so excited when I first figured it out. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro! I try to tell everybody. My dad's a barber, 25 years in.
Wow.
And he'll be proud to tell you that I passed him up in 2 years. But he's old school to this day, and that's what he loved to do. But I mean, it's just it's nothing that you have to convince anybody anymore. You just live it. You have to do it. You have to be social media savvy. You have to be a good people person. And the last thing I was gonna say is you have to have a good product. You can do all the advertising. You can be good at social media, but if you're putting out garbage, then you're not gonna get the reception that you want. So I would say those 3 things, and if you can master those 3 things, be good with people, social media, and then just have a great product, sky's the limit.
So let's break it down. Let's reverse engineer with the 3 things you just said, man. Great product. How important, man, is your commitment to mastery in a flooded, crowded world of everybody's doing what we're doing? How important is it to commit to as close as you can get to perfection in what you're doing in your craft?
But one thing I always did is a lot of areas, one thing I do to get to where I am, I'm good with money. I'm good with saving money. But one thing I don't give myself a budget on is investing in my craft, period. Like, we on a $1,200 resort, retreat right now.
Wow.
And I didn't think about it because it's an investment. I'm around people who are going to take my game to the next level.
Wow.
You never can learn enough. You never learn it all. You never know it all. I'm going to be the same, 10 years from now. I won't be cutting hair anymore, but I'll still be gaining knowledge from people who might be my age.
Yes, sir.
Time is going to keep going, and you don't want to get left behind. So I would just say always invest in yourself. Don't even think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? It's been classes I've taken that I didn't necessarily learn anything, but 9 times out of 10 I am. If I don't take one thing, you know what I'm saying? You just have to invest in yourself, because you're going to get it back. And if you don't, you're gonna start to see the growth.
So when you look at social media, do you have a platform of choice? What's the one you hang your hat on?
So we're doing an expansion of the barbershop next year. So this year the past couple years I've exclusively Instagram, and I've done that to kind of manage the traffic, because I don't really have room for any more people. It's kind of, I'm not stunting my growth, but I'm just pacing myself.
Yes, sir.
But I would like you'll see when we get the new shop, and when I have all these people under me and all these people depending on the brand, then we're just gonna blow it out the water. I have all these social media platforms, all these social media schemes that we're gonna be putting to work to get the name and the brand even further.
What do you say to somebody that says that at 22 years old, planning to 22, brother, to already be considered amongst top 50, top 25, top 100 barbers in the country, man? What do you say to somebody that says that that's too ambitious, man, to talk about opening up a shop? Just wait, just slow down, young man. What do you say to folk that are trying to, in such a fast world, tell you to slow down? Has that happened, first of all?
Oh, man, it happened the first time. When I left my first shop, I think I was 20, and I think I was 20, almost 22. Yeah, no, I was 20, going on 21.
Okay.
And that's what I heard a lot. I was like, slow down. Do you? But it's it's within you, man.
Yes,
if you know you have what it takes. Like I said, this is an industry. You don't have to wait on nobody. You don't need one person's approval in this industry except your clients. That's it.
Say that again, brother.
You don't have a boss. You don't need nobody's approval. And you come in the game, you're just in all of these greats in the game. We got some greats, man.
We got some greats at
We got
District 3,
some
bro.
greats, man, I'm proud to call my mentors. But you need them for knowledge, but you don't need them to get to the next level.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like, their knowledge will help you, but you're not obligated to be like, okay, ask him and then he'll tell you when you're ready to go. No.
That's right.
If you're ready day 2, you can move up day 2, get your own shop if you have what it takes.
How important to a person that thinks it's all about the craft, it's all about my art, it's all about the hair that I'm doing. I mean,
Listen.
people, they're lucky to have me. I'm doing them a favor.
No.
What do you speak to a person that has took away service in their business?
I always tell people this, man. If you said me and another barber beside each other, we cut hair just as good, nothing different, you know, they're still gonna want to come to me because of how I, like, that's how I set myself apart. Because I try to see, like, okay, what if I did cut the hair the same as this dude? You know what I'm saying? What's gonna make a person want to come to me as opposed to them? And that's a lot of the things that we're not doing as barbers. We only worried about, oh, I gotta be the freshest cut, the freshest line. Well, what happens when that person want to all even, no fade, and you could do his lineup just as good as the next man? Like, what's gonna keep him coming to you?
What's the separation?
What's the separation?
Yeah.
You know, and you're 10 miles away, and he got to pass up 10 barbershops plus to get to you. Like, what is keeping him coming? Like, so I would just say, like, I always find different ways. It's not just about your craft. Yeah, we can cut hair well, and yeah, you want to perfect your craft, but what are you doing differently to put yourself on that just upper echelon? You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot of great barbers, dope barbers, who still charging $10 a cut. Like, man, they can cut, but they still charging $10, $15 a cut because people don't know about you? You know what I'm saying? You're not setting yourself apart. You know what I'm saying? You're on these old school word of mouth platforms. You know what I'm saying? Word of mouth is good, it's organic, but you're not doing what all these other barbers are doing to get past you.
In a matter of a 72-hour span, brother, I done seen you each day wear your own branding. Yeah. I done seen you pulled out arguably the biggest camera we done seen in this building. We done talked about some things in the group. We done seen you talk. You done pull me to the side. What do you say about folk, man? Because a common challenge that we're having out there is just folk that are just afraid to charge, that don't understand that there is gradation, there's levels, there's tiers of quality of service, of delivery. What do you say to somebody that says, man, $20, $25 for a haircut, that's the most that I could ever do, and whoever's doing that, man, they're robbing people? So what do you say to somebody at 22 that understands that $20 for you ain't even worth your time?
No.
So what do you say to people that are afraid to charge in a realm where pricing is truly up to you? What do you say to somebody that's scared? Push them over the hump with pricing.
I challenge them, and I really do challenge them, because it'll make me feel better if they charge what they worth. But I challenge them to know their worth. You know, I challenge them to just really sit back. And then, you know what? I can't fault everybody, because everybody's not worth that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody don't invest into their craft. Everybody don't go to every class, even though they could be teaching the class. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if you're worth it, I challenge you to know your worth and charge what you're worth, because you're starting your growth, and people pay for quality. You know what I'm saying? Like, people gonna pay for quality, and you just have to believe in yourself, and you have to realize that, hey, you don't have a boss. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, like, if there's no, okay, I gotta speak for myself. You know, I have my own shop. So, but if you're in somebody's shop and they don't have a price limit, like my first shop, I could charge what I want. So if you have that luxury and you're worth that, and you're doing the work, and you're perfecting your craft, and you're good with your people, and you're having a good retention rate over 80%, well, then charge what you're worth.
Just the fact that you're talking percentage and retention rates at just any barber, bro. They don't even have to be 22. It's so impressive. Give me this, man. Give me a little stunt right now. Just give me a little bit of that Valdez swag. Give me this scenario on either the top situation or the coin or the scenario. Ray, I pulled up into this mansion. Yo, I did a Houston rock. Give me the scenario when you was like, yo, I'm a barber rock star with this money. I'm a barber rock star with this scenario. Give me a story to make somebody mouth drop on this video, Doc.
Okay. So I have a couple, but I'm gonna use probably one or two.
All right.
Cause every day in this profession of mine, it's just like a new adventure, and it's just like, wow, like, you know, I'm a high school dropout, right?
Yeah,
like,
man.
it's so crazy. So, like, every day I'm just like, wow, I'm wild literally every day. Like, I can't believe I did this in this amount of time. I can't believe I made this, or I can't believe. So, everybody has to find their lane. You know, when you first come in the game, you're trying to find your lane, you're trying to find your niche. You know what I'm saying? You see all these other cool barbers doing certain things, you like, wow, I wish I could do that. So when I first came in, my thing was celebrity barber. You know, I wanted to be a celebrity barber. Everybody wanted to be a celebrity barber. So I seen a couple dudes, like when you first get on Instagram, the big barbers that stand out are the celebrity barbers, right? So I'm like, man, that's what I want to do. So, you know, Marcus, I started linking up with Marcus. He started sending me NBA players, and I'm like, you know, this is cool. I'm getting $150 for like a house call. So I'm like, man, it's cool. I'm meeting these people, but I'm like, man, I'm getting people in the shop that's paying $150 to skip the line, or you know what I'm saying, $150 to stay after hours. You know what I'm saying, or I've gotten $200 for a 15-minute edge up on Christmas Eve. Like, I've this, but it's all in because you're investing in your craft.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying, like.
That's right.
You know, if you're investing in your craft, then yeah, you can convince somebody to drive 8 hours to come to you and pay $300 for like a haircut. Like it's really mind blowing, because once you shift yourself to appease that target audience, and when I say that target audience, is everybody has something that they don't mind spending their money on. You can find the tightest person in the world. They gonna have something in some category that they don't mind spending their money on. I know people super cheap, but they'll spend any money on fishing. You know what I'm saying? They fishing rod. They gonna cash out on their fishing rod.
That's right.
Everything else, they gonna have the cheapest shoes, the cheapest. So I find people who gonna cash out on a haircut.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying? Why are these barbers trying to appease to these people who want to nickel and dime them? No, man, you're not finna nickel and dime me. I work too hard, bro. I don't care my age. I don't care, bro.
That's right.
Like, I try to appease myself to people who gonna cash out on a haircut, and man, people cash out on a haircut. You know what I'm saying? I didn't made $1,500 in a day just cutting hair. Like, these are numbers that you never imagine. Even when I started investing in myself and like just putting my all into this, I still never imagined. You know, I grew up. My dad was a celebrity barber. You know, he cut the Houston Rockets and he cut Avery Johnson. He cut all these the Steelers used to fly out. I remember, like, he used to cut all of them. And I still never imagined me being able to do what I've done in a short amount of time. So I'm excited about 2018, because not only do I get to take my brand further, but I'll have more room to bring people along, and I really just like help other people and other people's family. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm more excited about.
Yeah, man.
Because it's a mindset, you know,
bro.
and people want to know how you get the mindset. It's just like, my best friends are my mentors, you know. I don't, like, I talk to them more than I talk to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about who you surround yourself with, and I just try to soak up as much as possible. And it's like, I'm so thankful for Marcus for a resort like this, bro, because I don't take vacations. What am I taking a vacation for? I'm not where I want to be. I'm not even close. So this, like, forced me to take a vacation, because, you know, you get the best of both worlds. You get to be in this beautiful scenery, you know what I'm saying, with these amazing people, and you get to learn every day. I get to be around you and Marcus, and I get to wake up and y'all still in the house. What the hell, dog?
Well, look, let's close out the interview with two questions. Number one, I'm going to be a little selfish, and I'm going to ask, man, because I was able to give a presentation this weekend. We just heard Squire. We just heard Fresh Heritage. My motto, man, with Torregano Education, soon to be Torregano group that we're going to place out here, man, is better hairdressers, better salons, better lives, or better brands, better business, better lives, man. Is there something that has been said from myself, not in a vain way, but I definitely want to make sure it's important to me that people get my platform. Yeah, so is there something, an aha moment that I have given, and I have the second question be about this entire event, that has helped Valdez the Barber or verified the best as you move to 2018?
Honestly, what took to me so much, and this is, and I'm kind of disappointed because it's not going to appease to everybody, but me as a shop owner and a bigger shop owner 2018, one thing you said to me is, you know, just by your experience and being owning a salon and, you know, being a barber, and just what really took to me the most is your point and the way you articulated commission, period. Like, how, because I knew that's what I wanted to do, because I know my worth. You know what I'm saying? I know the type of what my influence every day is gonna have on another barber. You know what I'm saying? And I knew I was worth that, but I didn't know how I was gonna execute it. You know what I'm saying? How am I gonna justify it? You know what I'm saying?
Justify is a better word.
But now it's a no-brainer. And it's a no-brainer, like, because
you're a unicorn, young man. You're a unicorn, bro.
Because me, like, I lead by example.
Yes, sir.
So if we all on commission, I don't blow my money on stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really good with my money. So, like, if we on commission, right, I'm going to be on commission, too. I wish I didn't get paid every day. Even though I'm good with my money, I feel like that's good for him. So when they get paid, they commission, I get paid mine.
That's right.
And whatever that other percentage is going to the shop. You know what I'm saying?
Business.
It's going back to the business. We're going to have multiple locations. You know what I'm saying? And it's just going to, the more people I get to help, and because I really think that it's, the more you guys beat it in my head, I feel like, okay, maybe I do have something that's a little bit different in the way I think.
Yes, sir.
When it comes to this business. And I feel like the more barbers that I can have with me to help them and, you know, help me, you know what I'm saying? I haven't learned it all. So the more people I can help, the better. And
what are you gonna pull away, man, from this? I mean, we're not done, right?
No
but
way.
From where we are right now, we are pulling out tomorrow. What do you have to say about this? This is the first time he's done it, dog. I checked yesterday, Valdez. We're 1,001 feet above the ground, right?
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about what you've got in your investment in the Barber Star Summit? Wow.
Like I said before, man, I'm gonna go a little bit deeper, like, because y'all don't know how I think. Like, I have my mentors that I will take the time to at least talk to them at least once a month. If that's the least, like, you know what I'm saying, I'll talk to them. But for somebody who's trying to become a serial entrepreneur and own multiple businesses, to be in a room with so much knowledge, this is not like people with more cachet, less cachet, it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? You got shop workers in there that know a lot. You got shop owners, but just to be in a mansion with
pretty much,
man, pretty much
every room has a bathroom.
I don't see people unless we all come together. Like, they got, like, come on, man, we got, but
crazy.
But like I said before, man, I'm waking up and, like, we have all this knowledge in the house. Like, come on, man, like, you can't get this nowhere else. If barbers really knew the magnitude, like, come on, man, I own my own shop. I have, like, business through the roof, but I'm still here. It's so much to learn. So for you not to invest yourself and be here, like, it's a tragedy, man. It's so sad because, like I said, I've never taken vacation. This is the longest I've been without cutting hair. Like, I probably only went a day, and either somebody died or like I don't take vacations. You know what I'm saying? So
he understood that too. He's a brilliant dude.
This is an excuse, like, to learn every day and just enjoy myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just can't thank Marcus enough, man. He's like, man, I consider him like one of my best friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since I first came in this game, like, as soon as I got a little buzz, the early 2015, he just was a mentor to me. You know, he took me under his wing, and him along with a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? And just, you know, helped me with the way I think. You know, I can't take credit for how I think. Like, it was a combination of a bunch of people. Now you can only find me on Instagram at Valdez the Barber. Everything's spelled right.
That ain't your real name, though, right?
Valdez is my first name. That is my first name. Henry is my last name. I know it sounds like a first name, but Valdez Henry. Valdez is my first name. I'm a junior. Shout out my dad. Free the Barber. But y'all follow me. Check me out. Valdez the Barber. Everything's spelled right. We professionals.
Boom, straight up and down. Now, I got one thing to say, man, and you just give me a word association. The first word that pops into your mind, man. 2018.
Amazing. Unbelievable. You know, powerful. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's going down.
It's going down. Like,
man, we appreciate you, Valdez the Barber, verified the best. Guys, if you're anywhere close to Houston, Texas, I don't care if you're in the retail space, salon or business management, social media management, graphic design, photography, get with this brother, man, if you're in Houston, because big things are popping.
Yes,
appreciate
sir.
you, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yo. I go by the name
I'm
of
your
Pharrell
pusher.
from the Neptunes, and I just wanna let y'all know
I'm your pusher.
the world is about to feel something that
I'm
they
your
never
pusher.
felt before. Come on.